Thank you for having me speak. And I was really excited to be a part of the membership exhibition. This is the first time I've ever entered something like this in a large gallery like this. When I actually went to school not for art, but for human services, and about 3 or 4 years ago, I got into art, and my first medium was actually alcohol ink. And because of that, it was because I learned that it was very meditative and a mindful process, and the colors were vibrant, and it taught me patience. And as you can see, these colors are totally vibrant, and that's my whole thing. Like, I love colors that just pop out at me. I also learned how to layer colors and what colors work together well. I looked at the color wheel and what colors did not work. Through my art with alcohol ink and through other mediums such as collage, I learned how to make friends with my mistakes. With this piece, there were times when I couldn't stand work that I did and then realized, oh, well, maybe I could make this work somehow. So I ended up transitioning from alcohol ink to collage and realized that I ended up really enjoying it. It was very different. It took a lot longer than my previous work with alcohol ink, which usually took about an hour, whereas this piece took about 3 weeks, which was quite unusual for me. And I was really impressed, with myself that I was able to stay with something for a longer period of time. I took some leaps in experimenting, and I ended up still using those deep, bright colors. And my goal was to be abstract, where pretty much all of my previous work was. I've never really done other paintings besides that. But really, from the start, I had no idea where my goal was going to be. So I was so used to creating these previous paintings besides collage that this was a total unfamiliar territory to me. So what happened with the process was that this is on canvas. I took a canvas and I cut up several small, different sizes, different shapes of Indian silk fabric. And many of them are really thin and soft, sheer texture. Some of them, if you look here, are thicker and are raised. I then took a paintbrush, and with the paintbrush, I saturated the canvas and the fabric with gloss medium, and that gave it this sheen, this glossy look. I decided which colors I liked. I usually end up going with the purples and the pastels, but I actually enjoy using the browns because of the texture. So each piece is a different shape, size and texture, as I mentioned. Many pieces were laid down randomly, but others had a specific purpose, like the focal point. So when I was near towards the end of my piece of the project, I was trying to figure out, okay, so what does the viewer want to see in my end project? Because looking at a piece just with all of this and not this yellow right here, what's, sorry, where's their eye gonna go? So I decided after thinking about it for a while that I wanted to make something asymmetrical, not in the center, but something off center. I was always making changes over this 3-week period, and I knew that my end goal was going to be putting this in the membership exhibition, which again I said I had never done before, which I was really excited about. So with each change and with each adaptation, I ended up showing my artist friends and discovered the benefits of asking for feedback and also trusting my own gut. I took pictures of it every time to see the progress, and those pictures helped me see my vision. So I've done art at other places around the community, but I've never done it at large shows such as this, and I feel really grateful to be a part of it. Art, as we know, is a big learning curve, and being an artist, yes, there's the idea of being a starving artist if you sell. So there was a lot of work that's put into it. I'm true, I wasn't used to putting all this work into it, but the supplies and the effort, and but it was really an enjoyable process, and again, being a part of this, and things take time, but I also was able to learn from everyone that I do my art with, and I was able to learn from things I saw here, and it's always a pleasure to be a part of this artistic process. So, does anyone have any questions? Yes?
What inspired you to try collage?
Oh gosh. Actually, interesting question. I do love alcohol ink, but there's a lot of rubbing alcohol in the ink, and I was spraying the rubbing alcohol so much because it makes the paint pop. If you know about the medium at all.
I'm not really familiar.
So it's vibrant pigmented ink, but then part of the ink is with rubbing alcohol, and then to make the colors pop or to leave, you can put out rubbing alcohol. Well, I was spraying a lot of it, and I already have migraines, so that was contributing to my migraines, and my doctor suggested you need to sort of withdraw from this and move on to other things. So I tried acrylic, and then I tried collage, and I was thinking, oh, well, collage, yeah, that's pretty cool. So I've been doing collage and acrylic for maybe several months now. Yeah. Any other questions?
Thank you, Karen.